Hi there. Nice to meet you. I'm Ina.
Hello, nice to meet you. I'm Nathan.
Nice. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. Feeling good, yeah.
How was your weekend? Memorial Day.
It was good. The weather was a little spotty, but overall pretty good.
Nice.
Mhm.
So, before we start, is there any like injuries or pre-existing conditions that you have that you want me to be aware of?
Nothing too serious. I do get a little tight sometimes, like right under my shoulder blade, but I'm feeling pretty good today, at
Have you
least.
stretched yet?
Not yet, no.
Okay. So, I'm just going to lead you into a couple of stretches
Okay.
before we start and make sure that you don't hurt yourself.
hmm
So, rolling your shoulders back, especially if you have tightness in your shoulders, would be great. Rolling them back, rolling them forward. Good. I like to do trunk twists. Everybody would need this, especially in their golf swing.
hmm
Have you been playing golf for very long?
Just a couple of months. I haven't taken it too seriously. Just been trying to have some fun with it. But
Nice.
as I've been doing it a little bit more, been wanting to see if I can actually improve and learn a couple of things to take me a long way.
Okay. Do you have a lot of mobility, like in your shoulders and arms?
Decent amount, yeah. So I
Okay.
actually rock climb as well,
Nice.
and so
Are you
that's
able
something.
to keep your arms straight and like get this
Do
club
this.
over at all?
Yes,
Does
right
that
at
feel
the.
good?
It's a little tight, I think, but
Okay.
it's definitely something I can do. Ooh.
Cool. Rock climbing. How long have you been doing that?
About 2 years now. So yeah, that
Nice.
helps a little bit with the mobility because you need to be flexible with that.
Okay. Um, what would you like to work on today?
I think today I want to work on consistency. I find a lot of the times I'm not hitting it as far as I want to, or I'm kind of hitting it too short, and I'm really struggling with that sort of managing the distance. Especially, I would say when we're a little closer to the hole, I think I get a little bit scared to hit it, and so either then it just kind of, I hit the top of the ball and then it rolls 10 feet, or I hit it too hard and then it goes 50 feet.
Okay. Um, and that's going to be really important so that we can actually get on the green
Yeah.
and make putts and reduce the number of strokes that we're getting on each hole. What
hmm
club did you bring today?
Good question. It is the 7 iron, I believe, right?
Is this your club? Did you find it at a garage sale?
Just got it from a friend.
Okay.
Like I said, as I've only been doing it a couple of months, so I haven't really invested in a set for myself. But it feels okay, you know.
All right. Well, I'm going to have you warm up. Go ahead and hit a few golf balls.
Okay,
And I'm just going to watch for a second.
okay. All right. Let's see.
Would you call that a good typical shot for you? Or would you say that, you have better shots that you hit than that?
I will say I think that one was a little bit better.
Okay.
It's not uncommon for me to maybe hit a shot like that.
Okay.
But we'll see on the rest of these shots if I'm able to kind of follow through with that.
Okay.
I think usually like my first shot is good, sort of that beginner's luck, and then I start to overthink it a little.
Nice.
So that
All
one
right.
went a little right for sure.
Okay.
Hit one more.
Nice. Okay, so for us to make sure that we're getting consistent contact, um, I think, and especially since you have a 7 iron, something that I would have us address is your stance,
Okay.
right? So we want our posture and our stance to reflect the type of shot we've got. If you have that 7 iron currently and you want to be more consistent with it, I think that we want to talk about having the center of our heels match up with our shoulders because they look a little bit close together right now.
Okay.
Okay, so go ahead and do that. Set up, pretend we're gonna set up and hit this ball.
Okay.
Don't actually set up to it. Nice. Cool.
Okay.
From your hips, I want you to hinge forward, right?
Okay.
So you feel like you're kind of over the ball,
Okay.
right? And that your arms can hang. Nice. Now, when you swing, I want you to stay in this position. You want to make sure that you're rocking your shoulders, you're allowing your arms to come down. It's almost like we're taking like a U shape with our hands. We're bringing it up, we're bringing it down and through. Now, I don't want you to stand up, right? Make sure that we're kind of getting that scrape of the ground, right? Where the ball is, not before and not after.
Okay. All right. So do you want me to take a shot here?
Sure.
Okay. That felt okay. I felt like I was a little close to the ball, or.
Okay.
Feet.
So have less bend in your knees and more hinge in your hips.
Okay.
You need a small bend, right? But you don't need like that much, especially so that you can hinge your hips more.
Okay. Oof. Missed it, but that felt a little bit better.
All right, here's another one. Now, when you're thinking about your shots, do you think that you're learning, or in your learning, you're more of an analytical person? Do you like visual cues? Do you like phrases that help you?
I think phrases can be good. Kind of give me something to work on.
Okay.
I do find like in rock climbing, it's a lot of like kind of understanding like the physics of it. So that's something that's really helpful for me, because you do kind of have to understand how your body is moving. And I think I know with golf, there's a lot of different body parts moving at the same time. And so it's kind of understanding what to focus on,
Nice.
So I think giving me like the shoulders and then making sure I'm bending my back more or bending over it is helpful.
Okay.
Ooh.
So if this was a pendulum, if our arms are swinging as a pendulum, right, we want to make sure that we're not coming up on the pendulum, right? Go ahead.
Okay. Ooh, that one felt a lot better. Yeah, I still seem to go right a little bit, but that did feel better, the contact.
I'm glad.
Ooh,
nice.
That felt good. Yeah, the pendulum was good. Thank you.
All right. I got a couple. All right. Consistency and where we're hitting it. Do you know the parts of the golf club?
No.
All right. So this part is called the toe. This center where like you see the lines are, that's the face, and then you've got the back where the heel is. Right. This bottom part is called the sole. When you're hitting, can you tell where it's hitting on the club? Like, can you feel that feedback in your hands at all?
I feel like I feel when I hit a bad shot, which is probably on the edge here or maybe even on the sole. It tends to kind of like
this side, middle, on the back.
On any part that's not the center, I definitely feel like I can feel kind of like the vibrations through the club.
Okay.
And then I kind of feel that. And then I definitely can feel the difference of when I hit more towards the center. I think I both feel it and I also hear it a lot of the time.
Okay. And then where are we typically feeling it when we miss a shot?
I think usually more towards down here. I definitely sometimes don't come down on it enough. And that's where it kind of just rolls a couple of feet.
Do you know what that's called when you hit like top part of the ball or like mostly with the bottom part of the club?
No.
It's called hitting it thin.
Okay.
So if the ball doesn't get up high and you've hit the top of it and it just stays low, that's called hitting it thin.
Okay.
All right. So, ready? Is there a particular target that you're aiming at?
Most of the time I just try to aim it straight, I suppose. I don't really set up a target out there.
Okay, so what is relatively straight in front of you in this target?
Kind of towards that pole, the red and white pole, all the way out there.
Okay.
Would be somewhat straight.
Okay. Got it. So if that's our target, right, and we want to get consistency, like we want this ball to land that direction, right? So we'll know whether, we're counting, are we counting the shots that go this far to the right or to the left that pole, right? Like how many shots are relatively straight that like
Mhm.
we find playable,
Mhm.
right? So that we have something to measure. Ready?
That makes sense. Yeah. Let's see. Ooh. So I wouldn't count that one for sure.
Okay. Where did you feel it hit on the face of the club?
That's a good question. I want to say I hit it a little bit more towards the bottom, but maybe towards this part as well. I think you call that the toe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So I
So
notice I do that a lot where it goes right.
okay. In your setup, I want the ball to be in line to the center for a second.
Okay.
Because it looks like right now the ball is kind of back of your stance, right?
Okay.
So you have this side, that right side is your trail side,
Mhm.
and this front side is called your lead side.
Mhm.
This lead side is closest to the target. When you are setting up, you want the ball center.
Okay.
This is a 7-iron, so you can actually move it a little bit forward,
Okay.
right?
This way.
No, so the ball is going to be closer to your lead side.
Okay.
Great.
Right here.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I noticed with this is the thing that I do notice is because the club is not straight,
Mm-hmm.
should I have it be more towards my lead side or should I also have that kind of centered?
Yeah. So what's going to happen is when you set up, you kind of want a small bit of shaft lead, right? It's going to kind of make your arms and the club look in total like a little wide. Now, it's
Mhm.
really important that we're not super far forward. Having your club set up in your hands, you want to make sure the hands are almost like kind of in line with your inner left thigh.
Mhm.
Make sense? Yeah.
Okay. A little bit more like this. Okay.
Yes.
Ooh. Let's see. Try that again. Grab a couple here.
So when you do this, making sure, go ahead and set up to this ball.
Okay. Let's see.
Bow a little bit more forward. Kind of feel like your butt is sticking out.
Mhm.
Good. I'm gonna move this club head just a little bit. So
Okay.
this is the way it actually sits. If you have it
Okay.
like this, that's actually open,
Okay.
right? So having this line kind of parallel to the ground so that this is actually pointing, this face is pointing to your target,
Okay. That makes sense. Yeah.
right? And then we can actually move our hands. Go ahead and hold the club. I'm just
Mhm.
gonna push your hands just a little bit forward. See how that's more of like Y-shaped
Mhm.
versus like straight up and down?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Ooh. Okay. Try that again. Okay. All right. I
All
feel like
right.
I hit the ground a little bit there, but it feels a little bit better still. Okay. Ooh. Okay.
Okay. Right. Something I'm gonna have you stop and do for a second.
Mhm.
On your swing, um, you said you do rock climbing. Have you ever played any other sports throughout your life?
A few like basketball, tennis, some soccer, but nothing too seriously. Just a couple of years, like growing up in like like elementary and stuff.
Okay. In tennis, you know how like if you are swinging at the tennis ball, do you only use your hands?
No, you have to use everything.
Okay, so part of I think what can help in this whole like consistency is allowing our lower body to turn with our upper body, right?
Mhm.
Otherwise, we're using a lot of just elbows, arms, and your upper body is turning, but
Mhm.
we don't have enough of our lower body turning.
Mhm.
Okay, so when you're setting up and taking the club back, a lot of times you're bringing your arms up, and then this elbow's bent, and then it looks like there's so much tension in like your lower body and upper body because you're not allowing a small turn of the lower
Mhm.
body. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So being able to have your lower body kind of turn a little bit so that your upper body can also turn, right? And especially since you have those back issues, you don't want to exacerbate them by like not allowing your lower body to turn.
Mhm.
Okay? And then as of course in your swing sequence, your lower body's gonna turn, your torso is gonna turn, your arms are gonna come through along with the club. You want to make sure that it's almost like your belt buckle is getting to your target.
Mhm.
Okay?
Okay.
Ready? I
Try it
want you
again.
to kind of get that feeling.
Okay.
Right? If you were throwing, if you were swinging your racket, right, you would make sure that your body is turning along with your
Okay.
arms.
Okay. Ooh, that felt better.
Oh,
That felt a
nice.
lot better. Yeah.
Okay.
Makes sense. Definitely the piecing it together that is always going to be the difficult part, but as it kind of comes together, it feels good.
Okay. Good. Happy to hear.
There's the famous topping it.
Happens. It's part of the process of learning.
Ooh,
Wow.
that felt good.
Right on the line.
Yeah, I think that was
Wow.
probably the best shot yet, to be honest. Thank you. Thank you.
Good job.
Okay.
So you just picked up golf in the last
Mhm.
few months. Is there anything that you are working towards? Do you want to play on the course consistently? Like, what does consistently look like? Is there like a timeline that you're like, I want me to be able to hit like consistent shots within like 2 weeks because I have a tournament? Or
Mhm.
what are we doing this for? Just
Not,
enjoyment?
yeah, just enjoyment at the moment. I think being able to play like a good round of 9 or something, and eventually getting to like 18 holes would be fun.
Okay.
Not looking to break any records, but maybe to get a par, would
Okay.
be nice.
Nice, nice.
I've only kind of played like on like a 9-hole 3 pars.
Par three, yeah.
Par three, yeah.
Okay.
And then just trying to see if I can get a little bit of consistency. Playing one good hole, I think, is something that I'd be happy with right now.
Got it. Okay.
So.
So pause.
Mhm.
Go ahead and set up the way you are.
Mhm.
I'm going to stick this club out and I want you to look. Is
Okay.
that center of your stance?
Definitely more towards the right foot here.
Okay, so we
Yeah.
need it closer to that lead foot. Good.
That lead foot. Okay,
And then
perfect.
make your feet just a tiny bit wider.
Tiny
right?
bit wider. Okay.
Yeah. You want a nice solid base.
Mhm. Definitely. Mhm. Okay. Okay. So easy to kind of like forget, where we're supposed to be placing our feet.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Okay. That was another good one, I think.
Great shot, Nathan.
Yeah. Appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Do you have alignment sticks or any like of your own like learning tools, I guess, at home?
I just have a couple of clubs. That's it. Yeah,
Okay.
right now.
You don't need a lot. A couple clubs would be good. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pull some of my own clubs and we're going to kind of create like a setup so you can see where the ball should be every single time.
Okay.
All right. All right. I'm going to set up this little T. Sorry, I'm gonna
No.
ask you off the map for
That's
a second.
fine. That's fine.
So this one of the alignment sticks is gonna be kind of parallel to that target out there that you have.
Mhm.
I don't want it to be too far from you. So we're gonna stand back here.
Mhm.
So this is gonna be in between your line of the ball and the parallel line of your toes.
Mhm.
Does that look like it's pointed to the target that you want?
It's a little to the left, I would say.
Okay, you actually want that
Okay.
because you want it parallel. So the ball is going to be the other
Oh,
parallel
okay.
line
I see.
that's
I see.
exactly to the target. So
Mhm.
this is for your body.
Mhm.
Does that look good? Does it
Yes.
look too far left? Like,
I don't think so.
Okay.
No, I think it looks pretty good.
and we can always change that. Now, I'm gonna set this up so that's not super long. But
Mhm.
if we stand with one foot on either side of this T that I've made, center would be where the ball typically is, right there.
Mhm.
And if we want a little bit forward, we're gonna move it right in front of this line. Does that make sense?
Mhm.
So if this is center, a little bit forward, we're gonna move it there. Kind of make sense?
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna set this up for you.
Okay. Definitely, the visual aspect of it helps a lot.
Good.
I think.
And because we don't want to hit any of these clubs,
Mhm.
we're gonna move your feet a little bit closer.
Closer. Okay.
Yeah. And then that means the ball is gonna be a little bit further. Make
Okay.
sense?
Yeah.
So you can kind of still see the line.
Yes.
If you don't have alignment sticks, this is fine. Like using
Mhm.
clubs is fine.
No, this is perfect. Yeah, especially if you're already bringing the clubs with you.
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay. Okay. It's a little right, but feel like that would be more playable still.
Okay.
You know, not as far right as some of the shots have been, so I'll
Totally.
take that.
Okay.
Definitely helping me build that consistency.
So get it to center first, I would say, and then just move it a smidge over.
Smidge over. You say that's okay?
Might be a little too far.
A little too far? Okay.
Yeah.
Do it like that? Okay.
Yeah.
Shoulder.
We're gonna talk like half a ball forward, right?
Okay. Yeah, yeah. Let's say that's about, yeah.
Okay, good. So make sure that face is closed. Or not closed. You want it to be a little bit more, yeah.
Okay, like this?
Yeah, because the way
Okay.
you normally set up, it's a little bit open, right?
Open. Yeah, I noticed
Making
that.
sure
Yeah.
that face, those lines are pointed to your target.
Okay.
Okay.
Right. Okay. Centered. Half the ball over. Feet aligned. Good club. Head towards the target. Ooh, definitely hit the top.
It's okay.
There.
I think you actually hit more than that time.
Okay.
Right? There's like a thud sound you'll hear instead of like a clicky sound.
Mhm.
So you know that middle line, you want to make sure that when you're standing above it, it's going to cut you in half.
Okay.
Oftentimes you get a little bit more to this side,
Okay.
right? So that means even if you move the ball to what is center on here, you've also shuffled.
Yeah.
So the ball
Okay.
is basically in the same spot.
Makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh.
Okay.
Ooh. Okay. Feeling better in like the stance. I think it's just the connecting it all through, coming through. But I'm feeling like I have a good little starting point for me to be working on.
Good.
See if I can hit some good shots with it though, and then have something to kind of base it off of. Okay.
So move a little bit more this way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good. Nice.
Felt a little bit better. So I
Good.
noticed sometimes when I hit it, it starts immediately going to the right, and then sometimes it flies a little bit and starts to go out. Is that just where I'm hitting it on the club, really? And
Yeah, that and like your angle of the face open to
Mhm.
the target, that's what's making it go to the right. So as you're
Okay.
swinging through, like in tennis,
Mhm.
right, your forehand, I believe that's what it's called.
Yeah.
Here, like if you're doing it with a forehand, your hand is open to the target. That's what's pushing it.
Mm.
Okay.
Okay.
So as your hands come through, we wanna not break our wrists, but make
Mhm.
sure our wrists are turning over. So
Okay.
if you, I guess, swung your racket through, right,
Mhm.
that's going to be important. So if you're throwing, and I say this because I think it makes it easiest when you're throwing to your target. If it's directly in front of us right there, we go back, and I just went like this
Mhm.
and swung my arm to the right. Where's the ball going to go?
It's gonna go over here.
Exactly. But if I threw and I turned my hand over to release over there, right? Where's the ball going to go?
It's gonna go straight. Yeah.
Yeah. But if I break my wrist when I swung it through and I did this,
It's gonna
right?
go.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. That makes sense.
Okay.
And getting used to that will still take some time, but
Yeah.
again, the physics of it, as I
Yeah.
said, makes at least allows me to kind of ponder it between
Yeah.
sessions. Okay. Well, that was okay.
Right.
Definitely still off to the right, but I feel like it's getting more straight. It's just maybe about where I'm aiming my body, but
Okay. So in the aim, do we want to turn this a little bit more to the left?
maybe a little bit. Yeah.
Okay. So we can definitely do that in moving, right, the parallel line right there, right? So we can move
Okay.
that. So I want you to take a step over there, and I
Okay.
want you to tell me, is that aligned a little bit more left than you like to the
Mm,
target?
well, I think for kind of how I've been hitting it, I think that's probably a little bit better. Yeah.
Okay, and then we're gonna move this center line to be adjusted so this still looks like a T.
Okay.
Okay. All right. You ready?
Give this a try.
All right, I'm gonna give you last two shots.
Okay.
Maybe three.
We'll see how we hit them, right?
Yeah.
Maybe one if we hit it well.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I'm still struggling, I think, with this. I do sort of naturally go to this,
Mm-hmm.
but I feel like it's, again, you want it more
So
straight,
something
right?
you could do,
Mm-hmm.
if I can borrow this club, when you're setting up, right? The club has a way that it wants to sit, right?
Mm-hmm.
This angle at the bottom sits a certain way. You want to make sure that these lines, the grooves, are parallel to the ground, right?
Mm-hmm.
If it's two on its toe or two on its heel, you'll know and it won't sit correctly.
Okay.
So making sure already it sits like that, you rest it on your side is what I like to do.
Okay. Okay.
And then I'll do my left hand first, right hand over.
Okay.
That way it's like not already open or closed.
Yeah. Yeah. That makes sense.
Okay.
Okay. I see that. Yeah. Okay. Because I even would want it to be like this, but then it shifts back.
So is it because it's parallel? Is it not parallel yet? Does it have to get set up right more?
Would you say that's okay? Or?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Fix your setup. Look at where your body is in relation to those lines.
Mm-hmm. Still a lot happier with that. Still going a little bit to the right, but I think I have definitely seen a lot of shots go more towards the left and be a little bit straighter. So fairly happy with that.
Good. All right, last ball.
Okay. Okay. Well, take
All right.
that one.
No problem.
Mhm.
All right. I know there was a lot that we talked about today. Just
Mhm.
to recap, what are a couple things that we remember so that we can take this practice and be able to use it outside of this lesson?
I think definitely making sure you're aligning well to the
Hmm.
shot, making sure that your feet are where you need them to be, making sure they're sort of aligned to the ball in the way that you want it to be.
Okay.
I think as well, kind of the club being sort of, you're saying the lines being parallel with the ground, I think is really good. Even just doing this, like, to be honest, I feel like that is the most helpful because I immediately saw how it was sort of like tilting the other way as soon as I just naturally let it do what it wants to do.
That's good.
Yeah, and then making sure that we're kind of, trying to listen to see where we're hitting it on the shot as well.
Right. And our goal today was what?
Consistency.
Right.
Yeah,
And like consistently doing what?
getting it to where we're aiming for, getting it onto the green. I guess if we're actually playing on the course, I'd say.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think you did a good job of making sure that we were kind of getting the ball a little closer to
Hmm.
center. This practice is going to be helpful to you because, like, as you are, you know, trying to play more, enjoy more, we
Hmm.
want to make sure that do you want high scores or low scores on the course?
Well, we want low scores, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So getting closer to where we want our ball to land, closer to the pin, is going to be an important part of that. And then making sure that this kind of practice of allowing us to understand like where we are in the setup
Hmm.
consistently and like
Hmm.
every single time so that we're not lost in like where our hands are and like how the club face should look in relation
Hmm.
to the target. It's going to help us enjoy the game a lot more, right?
Yeah.
Over time, especially. All right. Um, thank you so much for
Yeah.
taking this lesson with me.
Thank you so much. It was great. I mean, just a couple of good shots ahead. I'm very happy with. So
Yeah.
thank you.
Great work.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah.